Hey folks, today we're going to go over some tips on being a better Liberator gunner in Planetside 2. Hopping right in with the most important one, rebind eject to something that is not E, otherwise you'll be taking a lot of unintended yet decisive skydiving trips without a parachute when you try to hit R and hit E instead. But now, on to more serious matters. Seriously though, pause the video right now, go rebind your eject key. I'll wait! Done? Alright, good. Now on to more serious matters for real. First of all, if you plan on really getting serious with gunning, I would strongly recommend getting a microphone so that you can communicate with your pilot. It's not absolutely required, but good communication is fairly key to working well with your pilot. And speaking of working well with your pilot, it's also a good idea, especially when you're first learning, to get one or two people that you fly with pretty regularly. Everyone has their own little mannerisms for flying, and at times it can actually be surprisingly difficult to switch between different pilots, since they'll tend to give you a slightly different angle that can lead to you not quite knowing the lead and drop on your target. In addition to that, over time your pilot will learn what shots you hit, and you'll learn what kind of shots your pilot's going to give you, and you'll become that much more effective. A good gunner and a good pilot thrown together for the first time can do a great job. But a good pilot and a good gunner who have flown together for dozens or even hundreds of hours can do an amazing job. Now, you've got your microphone, you've got your pilot, and you've got your eject key rebound. It's time to get out there and start blowing stuff up. So, let's talk about what you should be talking about with your pilot while you're blowing stuff up. Firstly, if you're in a platoon with people fighting on the ground, I would advise getting yourself into a separate squad so that you can have your own channel and not constantly be interrupting the people trying to fight on the ground. When you're gunning, you really want to be in constant communication with your pilot and be spotting everything that you see. When I'm flying, there's really no such thing as too much information. I can't see everything at once, and I know that at times my gunner will see things that I can't. So, I want them to be spotting and calling out high priority or dangerous targets whenever they see them. Always remember that your pilot can't see what you can. If you notice a swarm of 4 ESFs closing in from the side, don't just assume that your pilot knows. Tell them, hey, we've got 4 ESFs coming in at 4 o'clock. If it looks like you're going into a dangerous area, voice that opinion. You may not have any control over where the Liberator actually goes, but you also shouldn't just kick back and blindly enjoy the ride. But now, you're in a fight and the action is on. At this point, you need to make sure that your pilot knows what you can see and what you can shoot. Make sure you're telling them if they need to give you an angle. I wouldn't advise long explanations. Keep it very short and precise with phrases like no angle, nose up, or roll right. This will make sure your pilot can be giving you the best possible angles whether you're fighting aircraft or ground targets without cluttering up the comms. While in combat, it's also a good idea to be telling your pilot when you're landing shots, what condition your target is in, and whether they're attacking or falling back. This will help your pilot make the decision to fall back, continue to engage, or go in for a tank bust, as well as reassuring them that they're both giving you good angles and that you're putting damage on target. In addition, whenever you're not actively engaging a target, continue to scan for more threats and relay those threats to your pilot. Concentrate on areas behind and to the side of the Liberator, since this is where your pilot can't really see. Keeping the flow of information open between the pilot and gunner is crucial for operating efficiently as a Liberator crew, and it's incredible how much of a difference it really makes. Now, obviously every pilot and crew develops their own little strategies and ways of communicating, but if you follow these general guidelines, it should go a long way towards helping you both be more effective. Hopefully, with these tips in mind, you can team up and start to fill the sky with Liberators. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about how to be a better Liberator pilot, so if there's anything specific you'd like answered about that, please feel free to leave a question in the comment below and I will do my best to address it in the video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, go blow some stuff up for me.